this note? Is this from Lysandra or her Kratos' brother? Oh, you guys should know who that is. That is the freaking ghost, not ghost captain, the boat captain. The one from the Hydra who had the key. And then he actually came back during the Barbarian King fight as one of the random enemies he spawned. He was too terrified to fight Kratos, so... All he did was run away and he gave health. He's like a joke, really. He really, really is. I actually really do kind of like that. I do wish he had a key. What killed that enemy? Did it fall? Huh. I do wish he had an actual physical camera. That would have been great to keep some sort of continuity. But that node is amusing. I like it a lot. Santa Monica would have good sense of humor for speed map. Way to go, dumbasses! And also, that animation is indeed reused from God of War 2. It's nice that you see it in HD, but the game does reuse a lot of animations. It is probably more criticized aspects of the engine. I kind of get the point. It would have been nice to see some new animation. I mean, the one with the Minotaurs, it looks nice. But still, it would have been cool. Oh, and also watch out around these things. If they explode around Kratos, that will actually hurt him. If not, outright kill him. What's your next Blade of Exile upgrade? 7,000. Spirit of Hercules is on my to-get list. By far. There's also a hidden little thing in this room, actually. This. Nothing else. Oh, God. Again. I like the little shockwave they cause. That's pretty good because that kind of whips some crowd control. That thing just went down. Ooh! They also still have that kamikaze crawl. Watch out for that. And also, this actually gets a trophy. I believe this room in here is, I believe, the Hades arm room. Got some nice stuff in here. Try to do these first, and then just here. Phoenix feathers. Use the L1 square combo to get a lot of damage and get all these things out of the way. It's awesome. I think he's been kind of infinitely spawned for some time, I think. But as you can see, getting a lot of hits off, and also that L1 combo is great overall. Awesome. Go to 300, come on. 300. Why'd he get pushed off? Such a fucking buzzkill, man. What's pushing him? What the frick is pushing him, honestly? I am very, very confused by what's pushing him. Are they just trying to prevent me from getting good combos off? Is it some sort of weird physics? So weird. I think that's almost all of them, so it doesn't look like they spawn infinitely. They do just spawn a lot. And yes, these arms can still damage you, just like the ones in the Trials of Elysium, or whatever it was called. And I saw that last arm. You can't really grab most of them, but that's actually all of them. And that's my dog whining, if you can hear him. I don't know what he's whining, but I think he wants some sort of chew toy or something. Ooh, interesting statues. It sounds like I'm hitting him, but it sounds like I'm not at the same time. Oh! They're alive! These are the stone talos. They are kind of like the juggernauts from the God of War 2, actually. The best option is to counter some of their strikes, and then you can also try. So what I found, they do a pretty decent bit of damage, but you also notice that like the juggernauts, they also will lose their parts of their body as time goes on. Most of their attacks are roughly the same. I found that if you can counter most of their hits, which isn't that bad, because I think there's a good window, they can be pretty simple. That counter is, that quick time event is very satisfying. And I think after you kill the first one, there will be a set of enemies that spawn. They're fairly resistant, they're slow, and there's not much else to say about them. Just watch out for when they lose parts of their body. Because, sometimes they can attack you as they get back up. Like, I think that's one, no, not this one. I think, like, it's usually before they get the quick time event. Like that, you saw it there. Ooh, I actually tried to grab that one, I couldn't. As far as I've noticed, apparently talos actually appear. Okay, so the enemies spawn after the second one dies. I could not throw you at the talos. Why? Anyway, the enemies only spawn after the second one. I thought it was after the first one dies, which is weird. They're not that hard. I just think they're only a little more difficult because you don't have anything similar to Rage of the Titans and the Barbarian Hammer. We get an equivalent of the Barbarian Hammer later on, but it doesn't make them any much easier. They're not hard, honestly. They do appear later in the game, upgraded though, like the Juggernauts are in God of War 2. They are overall very similar. If you have no problems with them here in God of War 2, you shouldn't have a problem with them here. Now, as I was saying before, apparently talos are actually enemies in God of War 3. I know what they're referring to, but I never knew that the enemy was called the talos in God of War Ascension. I would probably say in Ascension, they bring up most of my problems in that game to light. Like the defensive gameplay and how it really, really shows at times. Especially because they can be, honestly, in their patterns, very obnoxious. Like, they have an invincibility period. Who the hell wants to fight an enemy with invincibility in God of War?
tell you, I have paid the price.
Calm yourself, Smith God.
Ghost of Sparta. It is you. Well, well, well. I thought Zeus would have killed you by now.
I thought you would have escaped this cavern by now.
Zeus may have imprisoned me here, but you are the reason I live in torment.
I did you no wrong, Hephaestus. I pursue only one Olympian.
Well, as long as it's only one Olympian.
I seek the flame of Olympus. Do you know of it?
For what purpose, Spartan?
For the purpose I have chosen. Now tell me, do you know of the flame?
All true children of Olympus know of it. They've all come to respect its power. But don't be fooled by its enticing glow. Neither god nor man can touch its lethal flame.
I only need to find it.
If you can find your way out of the underworld, I'm sure you can find your way to the flame of Olympus.
You have been truly helpful, Hephaestus.
That's an amusing cutscene. But we found an Olympian who is actually not against Kratos. Hephaestus is a child of Zeus. I believe he is the son of Hera as well. He's one of the more interesting gods. He's not actually a god in title, I believe. I'm not quite sure what his role is, but he is a foreign of things. Now, in Greek mythology, the talos are actually creations of Hephaestus as guardians. Now, as I said, Hephaestus isn't against us, but they were created by him. It's likely that Zeus did something, when you think about it. Possibly. But it is interesting that he's not really against us. And I do like that cutscene because of the sarcasm Kratos displays. It's amusing, it's nice in the base. I mean, most of the time there aren't really amusing cutscenes or moments in this series. And it's great to see Kratos capable of sarcasm. Emotion, not rage. Not full of rage. Well, he was frustrated, I'll give you guys that. One thing with my save to make sure I didn't erase it. We'll see if that's again later, don't worry. I guess he isn't really an ally, I guess he's just sort of neutral in this whole conflict. He had some things on his wall, on his ceiling. It's not stalactites, it's something else. Hephaestus, you couldn't... These things are totally gonna come alive. You know, maybe we should have asked about that. Assuming he is the creator that in this world. Come on, come to life. I know you're going to come to life. Come on. We all know it's coming. Okay, or not. So it would have been nice if we could get Hephaestus to get them to not attack us from this point. And we have feral Hades hounds. Just grabs and kicked them into other enemies. It's kind of like kicking those dogs on the Island of Fate in God of War 2. Only it's odd we can't name them again. It works pretty well, just watch out for them swarming Kratos. It's the only thing to really watch out for, because if that happens, you're going to have to do a quick time event or get them off you, and the more time it takes, the more damage you'll take. And again, as I say, rule animal violence in God of War, I do not condone animal violence of any kind, especially against dogs. I think I got hit there. Did I? Oh! Didn't notice you. Either way, those stone talos aren't coming to life currently. That's a good thing, I guess. Maybe it's just some sort of way for the game to fake you out. You know, oh, you just faced some stone talos before that looked like they weren't going to do a thing. Now we're going to make you think there are something going to harm you. Who knows? Oh my god, that haunted too. All the friggin' time, man.
Kratos?
How do you know of me?
You're the ghost of Sparta. Everyone knows who you are. Everyone is afraid of you.
There are reasons for that.
I'm not afraid of you.
It is good you're not afraid, child. Fear is a heavy burden.
I'm not a child, Kratos.
It does not matter what you are. My concerns lay elsewhere.
Kratos, please. I need you to free me.
The quest for freedom is also a heavy burden. I cannot help you.
So, who is that little girl? Like, she knows it. Damn it! I don't want to use the Blade of Olympus just yet. It actually looks very different from God of War 2. It is the de facto rage of this game. The rage does not work with weapons, unlike what I was talking about what the hounds can do. Some enemies can swarm you, usually the smaller ones. But anyway, Rage of Sparta, you press R3 to use it. It's pretty decent, and you can see... So, Rage of Sparta is the only way you can use the Blade of Olympus, probably because it might be too overpowered otherwise, honestly. So, by extension, the rage system in this game is pretty different. It only works for one weapon. It does not work for anything else. Either way, we got the Blade of Olympus back. We've got a new set of blades, some magic, even a health upgrade. We're doing pretty good. All we really need to do is find a way out, and we're pretty much on our road back to killing Zeus. What the hell hit me? I don't think you can actually reflect those shots, the arrows. The way we made it back, that's good. Let's see if there's anything here. You also will notice that the Blades of Exile actually did not, in fact, change when we upgrade them for the first time. They stay at the skin they are, they never really change. The only thing that really changes is the flame. It's interesting. Ghost of Sparta went by that as one, I think. Ascension kind of did, it kind of did. I think the blades did sort of change as you upgraded them. Not by much. It's an interesting but relatively cosmetic feature.